No, no.
It's recording.
And now, a dramatic reenactment of 50 Shades of Why.
My inner goddess is jumping up and down, clapping her hands like a 5-year-old. Isn't Anna's inner goddess supposed to represent her sexuality? Why does Anna keep drawing parallels to her sexuality in relationship with Christian to young teenagers and children? I don't know any 5-year-olds who tango because they've got to give a blowjob, and if I did, then I would be very concerned. Please, let's do this. Ellipse, ellipse, ellipse. Otherwise, we'll end up alone with lots of cats in your classic novels to keep you company. Yeah, because Anna will never find mutual attraction with anyone else, ever. I need some sleep. I'm shattered. All the physical shenanigans that I've engaged in over the last 24 hours have been frankly exhausting, and mentally, oh man, this is so much more to take on board. Take on board? Is Anna on a boat? This metaphor makes no sense. As Jose would say, a real mind fuck. I didn't realize we cared what Jose would say. His opinions don't seem particularly valid or important, especially since they seem to rotate primarily around what a nice guy he is and how Anna is friend-zoning him hardcore or whatever. Perhaps in the morning this might not read like a bad joke. I say that to myself about this book sometimes, and yet it always still does. I scramble up and change quickly. Perhaps I should borrow Kate's pink flannel pajamas and want something cuddly and reassuring around me. Okay, here's the thing. We all know Christian and Anna get together. It's so obvious that it's not even a spoiler. But even though it's eminently clear they date, I have no idea how it happens. Look at the reaction Anna's have to being around him and reading his Seto BDSM contract. She's anxious around him. Having sex with him was, though she described it as pleasant, painful and humiliating to her. Now she wants to be cuddled because she's upset by the contract Christian gave her. Why would you date someone who made you feel like that? I can't look him in the eye. How weird is that? Looking him in the eyes is the only way I'll ever have a chance to see what he's thinking. You could try talking to him. You could even ask what he was thinking. Besides, attempting to be aware of your partner's every conscious thought is overkill in a relationship. You're never going to know what someone thinks just by staring him into the eyes forever. Get out of my face. Communications is the best. I said it than telepathy. Actually, who am I kidding? I never know what he's thinking, but I like looking into his eyes. He has beautiful eyes, captivating, intelligent, deep and dark, dark with dominant secrets. I recall his burning, smoky gaze and press my thighs together, squirming. Use 7 adjectives to describe Christian's eyes in this paragraph. 7. One of them is repeated. That is ridiculous even for a romance novel. And I can't touch him. Well, no surprise there. And these silly rules. No, I can't do this. I put my head in my hands. This is no way to have a relationship. Gosh, Anna, you noticed? Now you've acknowledged that this is a terrible idea, how can you go ahead and do it anyways? And tied up? Well, he did tie up my hands together. That was, well, it was hot, really hot, so perhaps that won't be so bad. Let's flash back to the scene when Christian ties Anna's hands. I do as he asks, and he binds my wrist together with his tie, knotting it firmly. Do we have a tie? His eyes are bright with wild excitement. He tugs at the binding. It's secure. Some Boy Scout he must have been to learn these knots. Anna doesn't once mention that during the scene that she enjoys having her hands tied. In fact, after the beginning of the scene where she tries to touch his hair, he chastises her for it. Anna neglects to mention that her hands are tied at all. She talks about everything else that's going on, but her arms are irrelevant to it, and she doesn't appear to feel particularly restrained or even to be paying attention to the fact that her hands are tied together. If she thought being tied up was really hot, why didn't she say so while it was happening? He won't loan me to another dominant. Damn right he won't. That would be totally unacceptable. Why am I even thinking about this? I was just about to ask that. Does he not keep his submissives for very long, or have they been enough for 3 months every weekend? That's too much. Okay, let's find something that's actually cool.
These are supposed to be the fuzzy pink pants because I couldn't find mine. And it's
Okay. My head is buzzing. You can make sound effects if you want. How can I possibly agree to all this? And apparently, it's for my benefit to explore my sensuality, my limits safely. Oh, please, I scoff angrily. Serve and obey to all things. All things. I shake my head in disbelief. Actually, doesn't the marriage ceremony use these words? Obey. This throws me. Do couples still say that? Okay.
obey.
What? I'd punch you in the face if you told me to obey. Well, right now I have to go onto another page. You can see if you enjoy your 50 Shades of Why. I think we should do stuff like this though. Just create a YouTube channel based on this.
I do. It's dorm shenanigans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait, was that it? Wait, pause. Click the.
This one?